Can everybody see the live feed again? Can you let me know in the comments, please? Well, I can hear myself on feedback. If you can let me know in the chat, that would be great. Before we continue here, our previous feed crashed midstream. I did not notice it. My sincere apologies, folks. My previous screen was showing that it was still streaming, but it appears that it was not. Thanks, Mike. My sincere apologies, guys, for the crash here on the stream. All right, just going to make sure that we get the tags in here for everybody again so they know that they're not stuck on the old video wondering what happened. Okay, it's all good? Okay. So I had opened one box. I don't know where the feed cut out. I noticed it after the first box because nobody was chatting and commenting. Normally after pulling the Dwayne Sutter, Brad would have said something since that's Brad's card. So again, my sincere apologies. Have a good night, Jim. Hopefully we'll wake up to some nice pen stuff, all right? So in case you missed it, these also were the base cards. So the first box had Jackman and Pronger. And then this is where I started, and I noticed it. I took the first two base cards off. We had Niedermeyer and Esa Tikkanen, and that is from box number 2. Merry Christmas, Jim. And then in order as they came out, it was the Brisebois, and then we hit the Babbage, and we had the Hossa carved in time, and then the last card in that first box was Dwayne Sutter. All right, so let's continue here. So first auto out of the second box. Sorry, this is not an auto yet. It is a Ian Turnbull, 19 out of 75. This is going to go to Stu, because Stu's got Toronto for the first half. Ian Turnbull out of 75. Next up, we've got New Jersey. There is our first auto in this box. 9 out of 10, Tom Chorsky. Number 9 out of 10, Tom Chorsky. New Jersey is Chris. Congrats, Chris. This is coming to you. 9 out of 10, Tom Chorsky. Next up, for the Colorado Avalanche, Dan Highnote. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. Dan Highnote for the Colorado Avalanche. Dan Highnote. That is going to Regan. Rats Regan. Dan Highnote. And our next signature shots is going to be Philip Kuba for the Wild. That's going to go to Nelson. One of the cheap teams coming through. Philip Kuba, signature shots for Nelson. Congrats. Philip Kuba. And I'm a little paranoid right now, so if at any point something is going wrong with the video, please let me know. Please let me know. Ah, you're back. Nice. right. Box number 3 next. All right, first base for the Rangers, Mike Richter. Mike Richter for the Rangers. Next up for the Edmonton Oilers, Kevin Lowe. Kevin Lowe for the Oilers, base. We've got our first Blues hit, number 11 out of 75, Brett Hull. 11 out of 75 for the St. Louis Blues, Brett Hull. This one there, that is going to Neil. Congrats. And here's a cool one for the Quebec Nordiques, Colorado, Clint Malarchuk. 20 out of 49 auto. Clint Malarchuk. That might be my favorite hit of the break so far. That and the Dwayne Sutter. That's a cool one. You don't see many Clint Malarchuk autos out there. Congrats, Regan. That's a nice hit. Clint Malarchuk. Next up for the Philadelphia Flyers, Gord Murphy auto. Gord Murphy. Not bad. And that one is going to Brad. Congrats, Brad. Gord Murphy. I will do my best for Mike. I will do my best. And what do we have next here? This is Cuts of Class. And, ooh, nice, Norm Ullman. Cuts of Class for the Red Wings. That's going to go to Regan, I believe. Norm Ullman. Cuts of Class for the Red Wings. Congrats, Regan. Decent break so far. Norm Ullman. Box number 4. First up for Chicago, Doug Wilson. Doug Wilson for the Hawks. Next up, we've got another Brett Hull base. Brett Hull base. And our first hit of the night for the Boston Bruins, Ray Bourque. 132 out of 199. You're on the board, Mike. Ray Bourque, 132 out of 199. Ray Bork. Next up, for the San Jose Sharks, Scott Thornton. Scott Thornton. That is going to David. Congrats, David. Scott Thornton auto for the San Jose Sharks. And next up, we've got another Jets auto, Frederick Olesen. This is going to Regan as well, I believe. Or wait, or is that not Regan? Yeah, you've got the Jets, Frederick Olesen for the Jets. Put the two Jets cards beside each other. And I think we have another Cuts of Class coming. And it's going to Boston. Phil Esposito. There you go. Congrats. I know it's not or. We're getting closer. Cuts of Class. Phil Esposito. Phil Esposito. Cuts of Class. Nice one there. And our final box of the first half. First up for the Red Wings, Gordie Howe. Gordie Howe base for the Wings. Next up for the Edmonton Oilers, Yari Curry. Yari Curry. We have our second Marian Hossa of the break, number 66 out of 75 for Chicago. 66 out of 75, Marian Hossa. Ah, very nice, Mike. Marian Hossa. Next up for Chicago, nice pull, 5 out of 15 auto, Brent Seabrook. There you go, Justin, nice hit. Brent Seabrook, 5 out of 15 auto for Chicago. Brent Seabrook, out of 15. And I think the Hawks are getting another one. Marian Hossa auto. Another one for Justin. Marian Hossa. Hawks having a nice break here. Congrats, Marian Hossa. And what's coming next? Remnants. Is it? It's going to the Boston Bruins, number 1 out of 65. Remnants, Wayne Cashman. 1 out of 65 for Boston, Wayne Cashman. That's it. Wayne Cashman. 1 out of 65. Nice pull. Congrats. Yes, so far, that's correct. We move into the second half. So we are switching things up here. Tampa is now Nelson and Toronto is now Regan, all right? So we got a bit of a switch here. Fortunately, no auto for Toronto. Yeah, there's an Islander up here, Dwayne Sutter. And then we got Tom Chorsky at a 10 auto. Awesome, Mike. Well, let's see if we can keep it coming for you in the second half. I got a feeling a huge card is coming in the second half here. First up for the Islanders, Bob Nystrom. Bob Nystrom. Next up for the Edmonton Oilers, Paul Coffey. Paul Coffey. We've got the Rangers up next. Ulf Samuelsson, 109 out of 199. Ulf Samuelsson for the Rangers. Ulf Samuelsson. Next up, another Sharks auto, Ray Whitney. 45 out of 49. One of the cheap teams getting 2 autos. Ray Whitney. Congrats. I believe David has them again. Yep. Congrats, David. 2 Sharks autos for you. Ray Whitney at a 49. Next up, we've got a Tampa Bay Lightning auto, Matt Carl. Matt Carl. For the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's going to Nelson. Congrats. Matt Carl. And we got another Cuts of Class. This one is going to be the Dallas Stars. Todd Ellick. Todd Ellick. And that is going to Justin. Congrats, Justin. Todd Ellick, Cuts of Class for the Dallas Stars. Nice hit. Next up. And we've got another Carved in Time coming. First up, our base cards for the Colorado Avalanche, Alex Tanguay. Alex Tanguay. He was a very solid player for many years with the Avs, back when Alon Hayduk was there as well. Bobby Clark for the Philadelphia Flyers. And our Carved in Time is going to go to the Calgary Flames. That's a nice one. It is Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald. Carved in Time for the Flames. Flames is going to Dan. Congratulations, Dan. This card. Carved in time, Lanny McDonald. Next up, we have our first Pittsburgh Penguins auto, Kevin Stevens. Kevin Stevens for Pittsburgh. There you go, Jim. Next up, we've got for the Chicago Blackhawks, another auto, Mark Bell. Mark Bell for the Chicago Blackhawks. Lots of autos coming for them today. Mark Bell. And our next signature shots is also going to be Chicago, Denis Savard. Signature shots, another one for Justin. And just got to open up another box of 180 points. Nice one there. Yeah, the Hawks are having a good case. I'm sorry, Brad. I know you're probably drooling over some of these hits. Denis Savard. Nice card. They are going to a very good home. Absolutely. For the Detroit Red Wings base, Brendan Shanahan. Brendan Shanahan. Next up for the Montreal Canadiens, Larry Robinson. Larry Robinson for Montreal. And again, Montreal, we got Yvonne Cornway. 199 out of 199. Last on the print run for the Montreal Canadiens, Yvonne Cornway. 199 out of 199. And another Minnesota auto, Jim Dowd. Again, the cheap teams are actually coming through tonight. Sharks coming through. Now, the Wild coming through. It's going to Nelson. Congrats, Jim Dowd. And of course, another Hawks auto, Steve Thomas. Steve Thomas for the Chicago Blackhawks. Did we not already have one of that? Could have sworn that we already pulled a Steve Thomas. Or am I losing it? Let me just double check here. Not in the first half. Don't think so. Unless it was in the, could have been in our mixer earlier tonight. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yep, that's what I'm thinking of. We pulled that in the 5-box mixer break. That's why I remember that one. 5-box mixer break. And what do we got next? So, We've got another remnant. Not a goalie. It is Pittsburgh. Sil Apps. 65 out of 100 for the Pittsburgh Penguins remnants. Sil Apps. Sil Apps for the Penguins. Congrats, Jim. Two more boxes to go, and I still don't think we've seen our case hit yet. For the Boston Bruins, Jerry Cheevers, base. Cheevers, base. For the Edmonton Oilers, we've got a Glenn Anderson base. Glenn Anderson. For the St. Louis Blues, number 187 out of 199, Brett Hull. 187 out of 199. Brett Hull for the St. Louis Blues. Next up, we've got a Ducks auto. Stu Grimson. Stu Grimson for the Anaheim Ducks. Our first Ducks hit of the night. That's going to go to Jody. Congrats. Stu Grimson. Ooh, we got two thick cards in here. For the Colorado Avalanche, signature shots, Stefan Yell. Cool little hit there. Signature shots for the Colorado Avalanche, Stefan Yell. Yes, the Grim Reaper. And I just watched recently the documentary on Probert. And Grimson was on there. I have a feeling this is going to be something big. Because we've got two of these autos in here. No, it is Victor Stahlberg for the Chicago Blackhawks. Victor Stahlberg, signature shots for Chicago. Man, Chicago's loading up on the hits tonight. And one last box. Come on, we need a monster. In case one, it was a huge Wayne Gretzky complete sticks. What might it be in this case? All right, I think it might be this last card here. Maybe it's another complete stick card. First up, though, for the Boston Bruins, Ray Bourque. Ray Bourque for Boston. For the LA Kings, Rogie Vachon. Rogie Vachon. Next up for the Calgary Flames, Reggie Lemelin, 37 out of 75. Reggie Lemelin for the Calgary Flames. Come on. Next up for the New Jersey Devils, we've got a Brian Gionta auto. Brian Gionta, I believe that's going to Chris. Brian Gionta for New Jersey. And next up for the Minnesota North Stars, Dennis Hextall. Dennis Hextall for the Minnesota North Stars. That's going to Justin. And our final card of the break, what is it going to be? Oh, it's a Engrained stick side. Or stick side splinters. For the Montreal Canadiens, Jacques Plante. Wow, that's a nice card. Number 2 out of 25. Stick side splinters, Jacques Plante stick. Beauty card going to Montreal. And I won't say his name again because he's gotten basically like 70% of this case. That's a big card. Jacques Plante, 2 out of 25. Stick side splinters. What a card. I'm sorry, Mike, no or in this case. But that's probably our case hit right there. 2 out of 25. Jacques Plante, stick side splinters. That's a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. And we will put that one front and center right at the end here. Again, thank you so much for filling this one up at the end here tonight so we could break it. Really, really appreciate all of you. You guys rock. Some very nice cards, some nice signature shots. Denis Savard, Dwayne Sutter. And we'll take down these hits as we finish off the night with our 2-box cheap break. Again, this is our final break before the Christmas break here. No new breaks going up tomorrow. We're going to be taking roughly a week off here to spend with the fam. So let me tag everybody for our 2-box cheap break. And that's how we're going to close off the night. Yeah, Colorado had a pretty solid break. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm just going to quickly tag the people in the 2-box cheap break. Yeah, the Leafs and the Wings didn't do too much in this one. At least there was the one stick for the Wings. I think the Leafs, all they had was the numbered card. Okay, so our 2-box break is up next. We're going to give away the Sharks in this one. All right, I'm just tagging everybody here for the 2-box cheap break, all right? So just 1 second here. All right, well, let's rock and roll. Here we go. 2-box cheap break. We're going to do the, one sec here. Sharks giveaway. And why do we have 32? That's because, yeah, we got a couple teams extra entries. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Again, thank you so much for jumping into this. Here we go. Final round. Whoever's on top gets the Sharks. Ottawa, Roberts. Congratulations, Roberts. You are the winner of the Sharks. Congrats. All right, let's get into these 2 boxes. This is going to close up our night. We're going to start it off with 21-22 SPX. SPX. Yeah, the Wings didn't do much in the first case either. But they do have a lot of cards on the checklist, so they just haven't been popping for us. All right. First up, Detroit. Radiance Effects Rookies. Lucas Raymond. Lucas Raymond. Radiance Effects Rookies for Detroit. Speaking of the Wings, that one's coming to you, Derek. Congrats. Next up, we got for the Vancouver Canucks, Winning Materials, Quinn Hughes. Winning Materials, dual jersey for Vancouver, Quinn Hughes. That would have been a much bigger hit a couple of days ago. Quinn Hughes. Next up, we've got Radiance Effects, Florida Panthers, Alexander Barkov. Radiance Effects for Florida, Alexander Barkov. And what do we got coming next? I believe we have a SPX rookie jersey. Come on, let's be a big one. And it is going to go to the Tampa Bay Lightning. 330 out of 375. Boris Kachuk. Boris Kachuk, SPX rookie jersey. That one going to Lyle. Congratulations, Lyle. Boris Kachuk. Yeah, SPX is 4 per box. Yeah, it's been that way for quite a few years. All right, Premier, deliver us a big hit. Come on, we need something big. Yeah, I agree. Well, just put them into one. I don't understand the 4-pack thing. That doesn't really make sense to me either. Okay. First up, will be the New York Rangers, Artemi Panarin. Artemi Panarin base for the Rangers, number 57 out of 299. 57 out of 299. Artemi Panarin. Next up for the LA Kings, Ackle Thomas rookie, number 11 out of 199. Ackle Thomas for the LA Kings. To the top we go for the Calgary Flames, Mackenzie Weegar jersey. Mackenzie Weegar for the Calgary Flames jersey. Next up for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Mitch Marner jersey card. Mitch Marner jersey card for Toronto. It's going to go to Robert. All right, come on. We need something big here. We've got 2 more hits. For the Columbus Blue Jackets, we've got a rookie auto, Luca Del Bel Belluz. This is going to go to Gary. Congratulations, Gary. Luca Del Bel Belluz, rookie auto. Luca Del Bel Belluz for the Blue Jackets. All right, come on. We need something huge. We need something huge. What do we got? For the Buffalo Sabres, number 1 out of 49, going to Daryl. Zach Benson, Premier Focus, RPA. Number 1 out of 49 for Daryl. Zach Benson, RPA for the Sabres. Man, that overall was a tough box of Premier. Congrats, Daryl. That's a nice pull, nice patch on that. And it's number 1 on the print run. But overall, that's a rough box. Man. Overall, this Premier case that we've been working our way through has got to be the quietest case that I have opened of Premier. I have 1 box left from that case. I have a feeling there's got to be something big because we have not seen a case hit out of this case. There has to be something bigger in that last box. And you know what? We're going to save that last box for our New Year's celebration break, which is going to be something special. That last box is going to make its way into that. All right, but before we sign off on the night here, we are going to do one more giveaway. All right, we got another prize giveaway coming up here. So don't go away yet, folks. Prize giveaway coming up for this break. Everybody's entered. Just give me 1 sec here. All right, let's pull this over. Merry Christmas, Mike. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, all the best. All right, one last random here. Let's do a giveaway for this break. And we're going to, again, like we did in the 5-box mixer, since we do have the prize giveaway attached to this one, we are going to have 2 prize winners, all right? 2 prize winners for this break. So we're going to do an extra one there. All right. Got everybody in here. Let's find us 2 winners for this break. No, tomorrow I'll be doing that. I will be wrapping up the stack sale tomorrow. I'll post the final deals and get all the totals out for everybody, and that will be the last order of business before I shut things down and focus on the family for the holidays. All right, let's do this random here. We got 9 rounds. Whoever's on top will be our winners. Top 2. Last round, our winners for tonight, Buffalo and the Winnipeg Jets. Look at that, Daryl. Daryl, you got the biggest hit of the break, and you are on top for a prize. So congrats, Daryl and Justin. You are our prize winners. Let's take a look and see what prizes you guys are going to get tonight. Sorry to all others. Again, thank you so much for joining the breaks tonight, everyone, and filling these up. Merry Christmas to you all. Have a wonderful holiday season with your family and friends. Focus on what matters most. Cards are not more important than our family and friends, as much as we love it. But again, thank you so much, everyone, and I wish you all the best, and we will see you on the flip side. And again, we will have a big break going up for our New Year's celebration, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, here we go. Dice roll. 5 rounds. Let's see what our prizes will be. Okay, it is going to be prize 17 and 14. 17 and 14. All right, let's make this easy. We'll go from the bottom here. 17 is going to be yours, Daryl. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. Prize 17 for Daryl. Number 7 out of 35. Cup rookie auto. Niels Lundqvist Gold. Nice card there, Daryl. 7 out of 36. Niels Lundqvist, the Cup Gold rookie auto. Congrats, Daryl. That is your prize. And then Justin, you've got prize 14. So that's 16, 15, and 14. It is going to be a sealed pack of 25-26 Series 1. Let's rip her for you. Good luck, Justin. Can we pull you a Demidov Young Gun, perhaps? We've got a nice hit there. Artem Levshinov, Blue Rookie Dazzlers. Artem Levshinov, Blue Rookie Dazzlers for the Hawks. A Jake Edinger canvas card and a Cup Quest Adrian Kempe. Unfortunately, no Young Gun in that box. But that ends off our night. Thank you again, everyone. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for being part of the Flying V community. I wish you guys again a great Christmas, and we'll see you all on the flip side. Cheers, everyone. Have a wonderful night and great rest of your weekend.